Hello everybody, welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. So real fast, I don't want to make this too long for an intro, so I'm going to try and compress it. Thank you very much to our fans. Thank you very much to our patrons. Don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book, any other applicable links. And don't forget to check the end of the videos for details on our contest. I'm going to be running a contest on the main channel, and I'm going to have a couple of contests on the Patreon. So don't forget to check that as well. Got a bunch of signed books and stuff that I want to give away. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Don't forget to check those links down below, guys. Got more information down there. Catch you soon. So for today's video, we're going to talk about Primal Hunter 6. Fantastic series. As I've reiterated over and over again, this series has leapfrogged up to my top lit RPG series. Absolutely my favorite, and it's not even close. It's right up there, and I even suggested it to the wife, and she just devoured every book in about 2 days. Just amazing series. So in this one, now we finished, in the previous book we had the challenge event, which was really cool. We had the vampires, we got introduced to the vampires, and we got to see who's more dangerous, Jake or the Sword Saint. Not entirely certain we got an answer to that. An answer-ish. Thinks Jake might not be the strongest human on Earth. It's pretty interesting. So now we get into 6. So now that he's finished this challenge dungeon, Jake is ready to take up the offer, the Viper's offer on Billy, Billy the Viper, his offer on going to this academy, this school. Now this gets pretty cool. This gets pretty interesting. Jake does a couple of things here. We've got the alchemy school, though that's kind of near the latter half of the book. The first half of the book, he decides he wants to take a couple of items that he has managed to gain here and there and use a few things he's learned via his alchemy and some of his abilities and see if he can't create a weapon. Now, of course, Jake being Jake, he succeeds, but he succeeds in ways that he would not have ever foreseen himself succeeding in, and it's pretty ugly. The effects of this weapon. This is a pretty cool weapon, and this is a cursed weapon on a level that is the sort of thing that you would not expect to see. And I mean, it's beyond like a legendary weapon in a video game. It's a pretty badass weapon. So I can't wait to see its uses further on. But when he creates it, it actually has global effects, which are pretty funny. And then we get to the alchemy school. Now, the alchemy school is closer to an alchemy planet. And it's interesting in how it all works. Now we get a little bit of Jake's usual resistance to certain things, such as slavery, which is prevalent in the rest of the universe, and he still tries to hide himself and what he is. Because while he may be the most powerful person on planet Earth, well, he might only be the second most powerful. It's hard to say right now. As far as the wider multiverse goes, Jake ain't shit. He's nothing, and he knows that. He's strong for his tier, for his grade, but there are a lot of grades above him, and for the most part, middle tier, middle grade above him, it's probably going to wipe the floor with him, just absolutely annihilate him, and he knows that, and he likes to have his own ways of doing things. After all, he is a heretic. So while he is the blessed of Billy's chosen, he's also a heretic and does his own thing, which does translate into this academy, because he's got Billy's backing, but it's got to be subtle. He doesn't want people to know who he is, because technically, and it's something that is brought up, technically he is the number 2 in the entire order behind Billy, which means that this entire planet-wide school is his. It's his playground. He could do whatever he wanted with it. He could burn it to the ground. Really wouldn't care. It's his playground, but he doesn't want to do that. Now, of course, he can't hide himself forever, but his introduction to this, the way the school works, is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, kind of a self-study sort of thing. You pay for your classes. You have different ways of earning that pay, and we get some funny interactions with some vampires that stem from the previous book, from such a minor little thing in the previous book. But this was a really cool book. This was one of the more fascinating ones. There's some action in it, but less action than a lot of the other ones. More on on Jake learning more things he can do, how he creates this weapon. He kind of had an inkling of what he wanted to do, because trust me, if he knew exactly what it was going to entail, he probably wouldn't have done it. Not quite then. Probably would have waited a little bit longer. But creating this weapon, going to the school, learning all the things he does not know. As far as Earth goes, not only is he the most powerful, he's also just a badass, incredible, amazing alchemist. As far as the school goes, he doesn't know anything. He's not even a beginner. So this one is really fascinating, really cool, and Jake's starting to be introduced to the wider multiverse is pretty cool, and being introduced a lot more into the Order of the Viper, which is a lot of fun. You guys have got to check it out. If you haven't read Primal Hunter, if you're a fan of lit RPG, fantasy, the System Apocalypse type of novels, and you have not read Primal Hunter, just slap yourself and then go read book 1. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye now. Welcome back. So for our contests. So for the contest here on the main channel, I'm going to be running 2 contests for this month. The contest will end at the end of April. Just email me at reviewsinten@gmail.com. Put contest in the subject line so I do not skip past it. I do get a lot of emails. And I'm actually going to be running 2 contests. Email me for the first contest. Email me your suggestions for 4 categories of books. You don't have to send me 4 suggestions. Some people don't read certain categories, and that is certainly fine. Just email me your suggestions of books that I have not reviewed. Doesn't mean I haven't read them, but that I have not reviewed in 4 genres: sci-fi, lit RPG, cultivation, and the harem lit. Of course, I'm missing fantasy, but that comes up a lot with cultivation and with lit RPG and with the harem lit, so I'm just kind of leaving that one out. And I will pick of my favorites out of that. I will pick a winner, and I have a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn, and that will be going to that winner. I do actually have a bunch of books for further contests as well, but it's a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn that I will send out to the winner. And the second contest going on the main channel is pick a book. Pick a book that you've read that I have not reviewed, and email me a quick little personal review. If you can talk me into reading that book, the winner of that one will receive a signed copy of J.J. Thorne's Apocalypse Assassin, right? Yeah, Apocalypse Assassin, which I've reviewed this one. I've also reviewed Advent 9. So again, put contest in the subject line, and if you're interested in maybe getting a complete set of Mickey Kare's or the Heavy Weight of It All Book 1, also signed, check out our Patreon. I've got 2 contests that will be going on there as well. Thanks everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the videos, and don't forget to email me. Bye now.